Electric Motion Escape XR, my ride review. Been out riding with the Trials guys and trying to get my little wits about me. So I'll kind of take you on some stuff that we rode a little earlier and see if I can keep her upright. So I bought this bike to kind of use as a long-range trials motorcycle, and it really has fit the bill nice. Now that I kind of have it set up so it works for my weight, I put front fork springs in it, the heaviest available, and boy, they were kind of tough to get in. But that really keeps the fork up in the stroke better now for me. And I have removed the clutch and I installed a Stark Varg master cylinder connected to the original Nissan caliper. This is one of my favorite little jaunts. I haven't been riding in about 6 months, so I'm super rusty. We'll try to make some stuff work though. With this bike I can ride this type of terrain all day long and have plenty of battery. I got on this bike this morning and did an hour session. I started at 92% and currently we're at 69. But I find the range on this bike really outperforms what I'm willing to put in. This is my 4th day out. Been out in my Expedition truck and been using it to charge even with the short days here in December. It's working really well. We did not ride this morning, but somebody else has. The bike does really well. It's probably one of the easier motorcycles to ride. And I've been practicing with the left-hand rear brake and no clutch for a while now. My KTM 500 I had converted to the aux left-hand rear brake with the $1,500 Recluse unit in it. And I just found that worked out really, really well. We're out here at Cougar Buttes, Johnson Valley, California. One of my favorite places to ride, and I just don't get out enough. So I thought I would take a week, come out, get squared away on some stuff, and try to do a little bit better on riding, which I feel like I've achieved. So much out here to ride, you don't have to go very far from the truck to see and do some pretty cool stuff. This is my first time recording with the DJI Action Cam 5 and it seems very easy to use, and I'm happy with it compared to a GoPro so far. We'll see how the video turns out. Bike is a nice blend in between like a trials and an extreme enduro. It has the torque of the motor, which is super nice, but it sits off the ground higher than a trials bike, which works out, in my opinion, better to keep your feet out of the rocks. Not very many people out today. Got a few trials guys that showed up. So Wednesday right now, and no, excuse me, it's Tuesday, and I've been out here since Saturday, and just been having a good time, just kind of putting some paces in and learning how to ride again. This section right here, I would call more extreme enduro than trials, but we use this for our adventure loop. So far I haven't been able to make it up clean, but that's where the seat comes in on this compared to the trials bike. So the plan is here is try to work our way up and end up to the top there and drop down in that canyon we just came from. And believe it or not, I kind of find this type of riding relaxing. So now I'm down on the seat, kind of doing some paddling. That's what makes this bike nice. Almost got away from me there. Makes this bike nice is seat height. It's only about 33.5 to 34 inches, how I have it set up. And if you're gonna do something, I have 2 electric motorcycles. I have the Stark Varg. And if you're gonna do something kind of gnarly, I like to start doing it on this, just to find the line. And right there I lightened up the rear and moved over. Got another trials guy here in the canyon. I don't think he can hear me. Howdy! How you doing?
Good, how you doing?
Good. You just parked over here? You just parked over here? Tim Robel.
Yeah, good to meet you.
Good to meet you.
We've met before.
I think we have, yeah.
Yeah, I went up to the wall and went, I'm not parking here. And then I parked over there, and then I rode around a bit, and I saw you guys are parked here, so then I came over here.
Yeah, Dean and Todd are over here, right, like this valley out, parked right there. They've been looking for you this morning. So.
Yeah, I was running late, and then I messed around, parked, moved, and now I think it's just windy out there.
Yeah.
This side over here is pretty good.
A little better.
Yeah. So the Adventure.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Adventure athlete.
Not the Adventure, the Escape. Escape X, XR.
Yep. Yeah, it works good.
Yeah, I've got one of those.
I removed the clutch and put a Stark left-hand rear brake on it.
Uh-huh.
And just been kind of tooling around. It's an easy bike to ride.
Yeah, I've got that, and then I've got the X or the R, and I don't know. I guess too many bikes to ride.
Yeah.
I like my R. I ride that.
The E-Pure race, is that what it is, or?
No, it's a Escape R.
Oh, okay.
It's got the Charles Forks.
Yep.
With the big battery and the seat.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got it just down there, but it's what I ride almost always.
Really?
Yeah. I rode this at the trial last weekend, and then I've been riding it today. But at my house, I just ride. It's so much easier.
And you were, I know I met you. Give me your name again.
Dennis.
Dennis Sweeten.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you were like pro level at one time, yeah?
Yeah.
Still?
No. I'm
Okay.
60.
Okay.
Well, a month away from 60. So.
And the Escape R is the bike you ride the most.
Yeah. Yes. So fun. I can ride super good up to advanced level.
Okay.
Beyond advanced level, no good.
Okay. Good to know.
But I am getting the new one, the shifter one.
Okay.
And I rode Jeff's, and that one I'll be able to ride. I can ride all the way up to whatever I wanted to on that with the shifter.
Good to know.
Without the shifter, great up to advance.
Do you mind if I include you in the video? I'm actually recording.
Oh, you are?
Yeah. Would that be okay?
Sure.
If not, I'll edit it out. Okay.
Sure.
Yeah, I think that's great for the review.
Yeah. Yeah. Long story with electric, but I was kind of opposed to it, didn't really like it, and then I bought one just to see what it was all about. And it was weird. And I always say if you have to get used to a bike, it's not better. But the electric motor and the gas motor, they're different, and you have to learn to ride them differently. Electric motor, you are full on your hand and not on the clutch.
Yep.
Once I learned that, and then there's so many things you can do with electric. If you're in trials, there's never a worry about stalling. In fact, you can brake
Yeah.
against the motor, which creates traction, which creates balance. And but fun factor of it is, yeah, for me, I mean, starting the 4RT, love the 4RT, but it just kills my knee. Just kills my knee to start it all the time. By the end of the day, I'm just dying. Electric, you push the button, select your map, off you go.
I feel the same way. And that's why I took the clutch off, is I didn't feel, I have the Stark Varg also, and I didn't feel that after riding that I needed the clutch. Hi, buddy. And the clutch was a hindrance. So
if I'm going to go up that right there with my EM, I'm going to wind it up and I'm going to use the clutch to send it. But for almost everything else, I don't use the clutch. So I do like the clutch, and I have a Stark too.
Okay.
And but I just do trail riding and moto and little tiny bit of hard enduro on it, but mostly moto and trail riding. And I don't need the clutch. Really don't. It's, on the motor track especially, it always has great power whenever you want power. But for this, probably not. If you're just riding it, but for trials and you want to go up steps, I want to
modulate. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Dump that thing to get up there, because otherwise it's not going up that just off its power. Well, not with this guy. There's somebody can do it, but for me, it's a lot easier just to wind it up and use the clutch to get up there.
Right, and I'm not at that same level. I'm probably intermediate to clubman, and I've done advanced one time on a Montesa.
Yeah, like even I actually have a Mechatechno as well. The little Mechatechno, in great bike up to advanced level. Great bike. In fact, in the lower levels, novice, intermediate, I think it's an advantage. The E-Pure and that Mechatechno, it's an advantage with it. Once you learn, you can't just get on it and just say, oh, well, it doesn't work. You got to get on it and you got to ride it for like 4 or 5 months. Really get used to it. Once you get used to it, then you go to a gas bike, and then you'll see, oh, okay, I'm doing things I would never do on a gas bike. There's so many things on the electric bike you can do, cannot do on a gas bike. It's just a whole new world. And I wouldn't have thought of it, but now, I enjoy the electric bike a lot more.
Do you feel you use less energy riding the electric?
Well, yeah. Well, so at this point, I'm not aspiring to be any level or practice for any series or class or anything. I just go ride, have fun.
Right.
The electric is super fun, and what I do is I ride different things than I'm going to ride on the gas bike, and it seems like I use less effort.
Yeah, I agree.
So,
like, especially for hard enduro, the Stark, for instance, I use so much less energy, run a lower heart rate.
I did the Stark a little bit. I need better tires if I'm gonna do it, but it's a heavy bike.
It very much is, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm not totally sold on the Stark for hard enduro. My hard enduro bike is actually a 4-ride.
Okay.
That's what I play with. But if I have to go race, I have a 300.
Yep.
Husky that I go race with that, because that's the 4-ride is great if it's super technical, but then if we have wide open climbs, it's like it isn't going to do it. But the 300 will do it. But you pay the price more on busy stuff with the 300. But the 4-ride is like, it's so easy to ride that stuff. And that's why I got this bike, because I was thinking, but the range is not very good on this bike. I think my range on my E-Pure, or my not E-Pure, but my Escape R is better range than this bike is.
I rode yesterday for about an hour and a quarter with 2 guys riding just pure trials right around here.
Yeah.
Started at 100%, ended up at 92. Rode today with Todd and Dean, and I'm at 68%. So wide open desert and wide open flowy single track seems to use the battery, but doing this type of stuff, I seem to be doing pretty good on the battery. I can do 2 full days of training before I charge. Yeah, and then I charge off the truck. It's got solar and battery, so.
So like, I don't know about this stuff here, but where we ride, it's mud, ruts, wide open, trying to get up
Right.
over roots.
About 20 miles, 23 miles is what you're getting?
It's in Northwest Oregon. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe 20 to 25
Yeah.
there. If I was on just a trail ride with not a lot of elevation, yeah, maybe a bit 30 or 35. But I'm thinking, I haven't really tested it yet, but I'm thinking it's going to be 20 some miles. And that is right at the edge. The hard enduro loops they do, it's like, there's actually about 8 miles of hard enduro and about 12 miles of getting there and getting back.
Okay.
So there's trail and road, and then you get to the hard enduro, and you spend 4 hours to go or 5 hours to go.
Do you have a map you prefer to ride hard enduro on, something like this?
Around my place, I always ride it in red.
Okay. That's what I found after riding. I used to do my E-Pure. I used to do in map 2. I'd do the loop in 1, and so I'd have the range, and then do the sections in 2. And I usually finish out here like with 50% battery, not a problem. And I thought, oh, this would be cool. It's a little heavier, but it's got bigger battery, and I actually like the suspension for my size and weight. So
Yeah, I was talking with Jeff, and because I told him about the battery, this doesn't get as good a life as my other one, and he said he thinks it's in the mapping of the actual motor, because the XR and the R and the XR are different.
Yep.
The maps are different. The XR is drawing more power than just the R.
Makes sense.
And,
Yeah.
And that's why he thinks, because my Escape R, that thing, I ride it almost every single day at home, and I charge it maybe once a week. But I'm only some days, today's Tuesday, which I'm not at home. And of course, this is unreal. At home right now, it's 40 degrees, foggy and rainy. And so they'll ride some creeks outside and then go ride in the barn. So less riding. But in summertime, I'll ride 3 hours on a Tuesday, and then I ride like half hour to 45 minutes around the property, goof around almost every day. Probably 5 days a week, maybe 6.
Nice.
Maybe a day I don't ride, but yeah, I just ride out of the garage and go ride at the place.
Sweet.
But the battery, once a week I charge it.
How nice is that?
So for me, it's the greatest. So if I have an arrangement of different bikes, but I have to wheel it out, get it going, get it started, get it warmed up, get in gear, go. Electric bike.
A lot of steps.
Click, map, off I go. It's unreal. Yeah. I was going to try it here, but I didn't know what kind of ride they were going on today. I wondered, and I probably should be riding it because I was trying to listen for them to see where they were. Have you been riding with them? Or?
Yeah. We just did a loop around this, and then they're parked right over here.
Are they leaving now, or?
I think they're just taking a break and going to ride again.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
I'll go out with them and ride. Yeah, give these guys a workout. Maybe I'll go back and get my electric bike and we can e-bike it a bit. They don't have electric bikes, do they?
No.
Yeah. Let's see. I need to air the tires up. The tires are Oregon pressure right now, which is like nothing. And here you want to go like almost 2 pounds more than what we do in Oregon.
Huh. Because of the rocks and the hits, the sharp.
Yeah. So like in Oregon on that bike, I'll run 3 3/4, 3.5, 3 3/4 in the back, and I'll run just 6 or just less. But here I'd almost run 7 in the front and 6 in the back.
I think I'm running 3.5 and 5.
Yeah, 3.5 in the front.
Yeah, and I'm tubeless. So 110
tubeless is more.
110 on the inner bladder, and then 3.5 on the outer. But I'm breaking in the tires too.
I used to run the tubeless. And you have to run like to get the equivalent. Like 3.5 is the same as like 5.5.
Yeah.
Because a tubeless, it holds the sidewall. You lose a little bit of sidewall flex with the tubeless.
Yeah.
So you got to run it. So you just run it a little bit lower, but yeah, I'm gonna tubeless the back of my foreride too, because you're tubeless in the back too.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. They don't have the tubeless on the back of these.
Right. I wish they did. That would have been cooler.
I know. Well, the thing is though, for me, that I haven't done it yet. Or no, I did do it. Sorry, I did do it because these came with knobs, came with that Michelin.
Okay.
Should have come with the Michelin.
The Comp, I think it is.
Yeah.
X Comp.
But it's a moto tire. It's a
Yeah.
Duro tire.
Yes. I was thinking of the E-Pure.
Yeah. So I put the IX09, the Dakota,
Okay.
on the back, and but eventually I want to put the tubeless with the in the Dakota. It made it a lot better with the Dakota. For hard enduro, especially that tire came on. It was a right tire, but not the Dakota is a much better tire.
It's sitting in my tire rack. I rode it once. I'm like, okay, that's enough.
Yeah. It's a good trail tire.
Yeah.
Yeah. The everybody at home runs a JX8.
Okay.
Which is IRC JX8.
Yep.
But the JX8 has a harder sidewall, and that's great for enduro bikes. And they're heavy.
Yep.
For a 230-pound enduro bike, you want a more sidewall. But these things only weigh 194 pounds.
Yeah.
You want a softer sidewall, and the IX09 has a softer sidewall, so it's a better tire. And actually, I kind of like the IX09. I think up there in the mud and roots gets better traction. That's my opinion.
Right. We all have theories on tires, but it's good to hear yours for sure.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Good to meet you again.
Yeah, good to meet you.
I'll see you down there. I'm hoping I can get out this way easy. Alright. Wow, you guys heard it from one of the best. That's what makes trials such an amazing sport, is just the community. Men and women, boys and girls. It's just really a great bunch of people. Very rarely in any motorsport you'll find anyone that'll tell you how to do what they're doing in a section that you're competing against. Well, guys, that's going to be it for now. If you're still with me, please like and subscribe for more. I'll be having some more videos coming out in the next couple of days. Thank you for watching. I'm Tim Robel, and I'll catch you here next time.